When you think of rabies, you probably think of a raccoon or a snarling dog foaming at the mouth. But humans can get it too. And tens of thousands are infected every year. And if it's not treated immediately, it's usually fatal. And moreover, it's a pretty horrific way to go. So what exactly is rabies? And why are people so worried about it? Rabies is a zoonotic disease, which means it's transmitted between species. It's caused by the rabies virus from the genus Lyssavirus. Lyssa is derived from the Greek word for rage and fury, and virus from the Latin, well, virus. And the symptoms of rabies are so terrifying that they may have served as inspiration for creatures like werewolves, vampires, and zombies. But how exactly does the rabies virus get from an animal to a person? And what happens when you get it? Rabies is mainly transmitted through the saliva of an infected animal. When an infected dog, for instance, bites a human, the rabies virus enters the human host through the wound. From there, the virus attacks the nervous system. And if it finds its way to your spinal cord, the virus makes a beeline for your brain, where it multiplies at a rapid pace. Early symptoms of rabies are a lot like the flu, and may also be accompanied by a tingling sensation in the limbs. From there, it can evolve into one of two kinds of rabies: paralytic rabies or furious rabies. Paralytic rabies causes gradual muscle paralysis, which results in a slow and agonizing death. Furious rabies is more common and causes its victims to be agitated, confused, and aggressive. And it eventually results in death by cardiorespiratory arrest. Furious rabies makes up to 70% of human cases, while paralytic rabies makes up about 30%. So what's with the foaming at the mouth? Since the virus is spread through saliva, it increases spit production and creates a pain in the throat that makes it difficult for sufferers to swallow, which is also why it causes a fear of water, since washing away the saliva would decrease the virus's chance of infecting others. But how common is rabies anyway? Well, in the US, only about 2 or 3 human deaths are attributed to rabies each year, and usually a bat bite is implicated in those cases. But the virus kills about 60,000 people worldwide, most of whom are children in developing countries, and over 95% of those human cases of rabies are due to dog bites. So how do you treat rabies if you get it? Well, the good news is it's 100% preventable if it's treated with a vaccine. And if you think you're infected and haven't had a prior vaccine, getting one immediately after being bit by an infected animal can stop the virus from spreading. But it has to be before symptoms start to show. Otherwise, it's most likely fatal. So how can we prevent rabies transmission in the first place? Vaccinating your pets is one of the best and cheapest ways to stop the disease from spreading. But most cases are in developing countries, where vaccinations aren't widely available, which is to say that preventing rabies is a matter of making resources readily available to